Hello, I'm Edward from Obsidian Control Systems. Once we've got our fixtures patched in, we can then start to select them. So I'm going to go and click Close Patch, bottom right. And this will take us back to our main ONYX user interface. And by default, we have our fixtures and presets layout, which can be accessed from the top left sidebar button here. And we can see in here that we've got our fixtures patched in, our spots and our washes that are added in. So we need to select these lights to tell ONYX which ones we actually want to start to go in and control. And I can do that directly from the fixtures window here by going and clicking on the lights that I want. And you can see there that as I go and click on my lights, those various fixtures have selected. Notice that the last one that I selected is red, and that is because that particular fixture is the one whose controls we will see on the encoder wheels. The encoder displays are shown bottom right of ONYX here, so I can see what my 4 encoder wheels are currently doing. And I can actually go and expand my controls here, and this gives us access to the CV, the channel visualizer. And so in here I can get a nice graphical view of what my encoders are doing. And as I said, we can choose what lights we bring onto the encoders by selecting those different lights. So I can go in and click on my individual lights like I've been doing here to go and select those lights, which is nice and easy. If I want to go and grab all of those fixtures, I could double click the first light and then tap the last. And that would then select that range of fixtures, which is very helpful to be aware of. But as well as going and clicking on our lights in the fixture center here, like I've been doing, we can also use commands. So I could go and say 101 enter to go and select that particular light. To deselect lights, I could go in and type 0 enter. And you'll notice that deselect fixture is brought onto the command line. Equally, I could go and say 101 and 103 enter to select just that pair of fixtures. Or, again, 0 enter to deselect, I could go and say 101 through 108 enter to select that range of lights. And again, whenever I've got these lights selected, I'm able to then use the channel visualizer and the encoders to go and start to control that particular fixture's parameters. There are a couple of handy shortcuts to be aware of. So I'm going to go and say 0 enter to deselect again. And this time I'm going to go and say 101 through enter. So if I go and say 101 through enter and don't define a final fixture, notice how it's gone and selected to a change in fixture type here. So there's a break in numbering and then there's a different type of fixture as the next set of fixtures. So it's gone and brought my 101 through to the last of that type. So you can see there that it's that was a 101 through enter. Equally, I could have done a 101 through, and that's actually going to be exactly the same command. So it's going to select from our defined fixture through to the last. This time, I'm going to go and say 0 enter to deselect again. And just a little last example of using that range there, I'm going to go and say 108 through 101, enter. What's going on here? What's this all about? Well, when we come to start fanning and running effects across fixtures, that's all going to happen over the order of selection. So actually a 101 through 108 is the opposite of a 108 through 101. Yes, you're going to have the same fixtures selected, but when we start running effects or fanning values, it will be happening over the order that we selected those lights in. You'll notice in the fixture center, we've got a dedicated selected tab. And that will show us the lights that are selected, and it will even show them the order that they've been selected in. So you can see here that currently we've got 108 through 101 selected. I'm going to go back to fixtures, and I'm going to go and say 0 enter again. And this time I'm going to go and say 101 through 108 minus 104 enter. So you can see there that I can actually deselect fixtures from a range. That's ideal if you've got a truss of lights, for example, and in the middle of that truss, maybe there's a particular special spot that you don't want to select. Maybe you want to select all your front lights, but you don't want to select a particular spot that's on that bar. So you can use the minus key to actually accept from a range of fixtures. One just a quick thing to be aware of. What about if I want to say 101 through 108 apart from 103 and 104? So let's say that I want to select 101 through 108 apart from 103 and 104. Well, I'm going to go 0 enter to deselect. If I were to type 101 through 108 minus 103 and 104 enter, notice that 104 is included. And that's because the plus sign always adds to the selection. So it's a little bit different from our English speech in that sense. If you said to someone, oh, can I have 101 through 108 except that one and that one? Well, in that situation, you probably expect both of those fixtures to be deselected. But with ONYX, if you hit that plus sign, you will be adding to the selection. So in this particular example here, what I could have done is 101 through 108 minus 103 minus 104. And that then gives us our range of lights apart from those two in the middle. So that is how all of the kind of different tools that we've got available to start to go and select our lights, whether that be clicking in the fixture center or starting to type in some of those commands like I've just done. Once we've got our fixtures selected, we can then start to go and control our fixtures, and we'll take a look at that in the next video.